Hello friends, welcome to the Technical Study Place YouTube channel. In this video, we will see about the line drawing algorithm. In that Bresenham's line drawing algorithm, numerical we are seeing. Okay, means from one coordinate points to another coordinate points, from the starting point to another point, how we draw the line that we will see in this video. Okay, through the Bresenham's line drawing algorithm. Okay, so before we study this, let's understand the diagram. Okay, so this is the Cartesian method or the Cartesian form, or you can say it as the graph also, no issue. This is one, this is two, you know this is one coordinate, two coordinate, three coordinate, four, like that till 9 it is there. Okay, see this is the y axis and this is the x axis, and this is the minus y axis and this is the minus y axis. Okay, this is the screen. Okay, this one, this and this is the grids. Okay, these are the all grids. Okay, this one grid, like this, these all are the grids, and these dots circles, whatever you can say, it is the pixels. Okay, here in the grid one pixel is there, here one grid one the pixel is there. What is pixel? Just now in the previous videos I have told, but in short I will say that the pixel is the smallest item. It has the shape as the circle, dot, square, or the rectangle. Okay, see here, now what I want here is, this is one grid and this is one grid. Okay, this is one pixel, this is one pixel. So now I want to draw the line from here to here. Okay, from one pixel to another pixel I want to draw a line, but there is a small problem. So I can't draw directly like this line, because from these two grids, this one grids, in between two grids are coming, here one grid and here one grid. Okay, so I can't draw directly like this. So either I can go here or here, here or here. Why? Because in the grids the pixels is there. Okay, in between these two grids the pixels is there. So with the pixel joining only I can draw the line. With the joining the pixels only I can draw the line. Okay, so what I want to say is, so which pixel is near to this pixel in the among the two grids, in that two pixels are there, this one pixel and this one pixels. Okay, so from here to this pixel to this pixel I want to draw the line. So in between the two grid the two pixels are there. So in these two pixels, which pixel is near to this pixel, that I want to find out. Because from pixel to pixel only I can draw the line. Okay, so from here to here, if I want to draw the line, the two grids are coming middle, the two pixels are coming middle. So the pixels only I can join it, and after that only I can draw, I can move to the destination, I can reach the destination. Okay, so from here to here or here to here I can reach, or from here to here or here to here I can reach. Whether in these two ways, only one I can do. So for this what I want is, among these two pixels, which is near to this pixel, either this pixel or either this pixel is near to this pixel. Because here, if this pixel is near to this pixel, then what I will do, I will join the line from here to here, after here to here. Okay, so if this pixel is near to this pixel, then what I will do, so I will join the line from here to here and after here to here. With the pixel only I can draw the line. I cannot draw the line like zigzag zigzag. Okay, with the pixel only I can draw the line. Okay, so let me for that, by saying only we can understand that this pixel is near to the this pixel. Okay, only this much difference is there, but here this much difference is there. So by saying only we can say, but I cannot uh, I cannot do here directly. So this pixel is this side, and I cannot draw the line directly. So some calculations we have to do. Okay, some perform we have to do about the calculations. So what I will do here, something I have written here, this is dA and dB, means direct, so sorry, distance above and distance below. So I should draw a line from here to here and here to here. Okay, so I have drawn a line. So from here to here it is called as the distance above. So from here to here it is called as the distance below. Now I have to check the among the two pixels which has the less distance to this pixel. Okay, so for that I have written this all things. So first I have to find out the slope. This m is called as the slope. In the line drawing algorithm, what it says, what is the line drawing algorithm? Y equal to xm into xm plus b. Okay, so in that x and y are the coordinates, and c is the, or b is the y intercept. Okay, I mean I had told this, and m is the, what is it, m is the slope of the line. Okay, that formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So that is also called as delta y divided by delta x, or also called as dy upon dx. Okay, to find out the distance which pixel is near, one thing will come, that is called as decision variable or error term, that is also called as e. Okay, e equal to db minus da, means just I told that distance below minus d distance above. Okay, so after that, if our error term value is less than 0, then we should go for db is less than da. If our error term or decision variable is greater than or equal to 0, then we should go for db is greater than or equal to da. But before we going to this, first we have to find out the slope and decision parameter, that is p0. Before we going to this all things, first we have to find out the slope and decision parameter called as p0 or p0. What is the p0 formula? 2 dy minus dx. Okay, just now I told the slope formula, that is this one. Okay, suppose now see here, this is the m is less than 1 or m is greater than or equal to 1. So why I have written this means, so see here, slope m means what, just now I told that slope. Okay, if our slope is less than 1, or if our slope is greater than 1, or if our slope is equal to 1, so we should compare these three things. So what I have done here is, m is less than 1 means we have to perform only this action, only this method, or only this section we have to use. If our slope value is greater than or equal to 1, then we have to use this section, we have to ignore this section. Okay, so after that, finding the slope, if our slope is less than 1, then we here also we have to choose it. So whether the p, what is here, p is the decision parameter. If our p is less than 0, we have to use this section. If our decision parameter is greater than or equal to 0, then we use this section. How we will come to know the p is greater than or equal to 0? By applying this formula. Okay, so suppose so now I will tell this all things. Okay, so suppose think that if our slope is less than 1, so we should ignore these two things. This section we have to ignore completely. So in that we get the whatever slope is less than 1 means we should apply this section. Okay, after that we will find out the p0, that's it, p or p0, that is the decision parameter. If we get that less than 0, then we should ignore this part. Now we should consider this section. What is here formula is there, xi plus 1. So xi plus 1 and xi, what is that? I have told in some previous video, only in short. Now I will tell you. Suppose this is the line, and this is the first point, and this is the second point, means pixels are there. Okay, so in that line some pixels are also there. So by joining one pixel to pixel, I will reach the end point or the end pixel. Okay, the first pixel coordinates are xi comma yi, and the second point coordinates are xi plus 1 comma yi plus 1. So the xi and yi we got the first only we have already. So we should find out the xi plus 1 and yi plus 1. So to find xi plus 1 and yi plus 1, we have to take the previous points, that are xi comma yi, as current points. Okay, so after getting the xi plus 1 and y plus 1, so now we have to find out the third point. So to find out the third point, what we will make this third point as xi plus 1 and y plus 1, and we will make the second point as xi comma yi. Okay, to find out the third point, we will make it the second points as current points. Okay, after finding the current points, we will find out the fourth point, and what we will make the fourth point as xi plus 1 comma yi plus 1, and the previous point will be xi comma yi. To find out the fourth points, we will take the previous points as the current points. So like this we will find out, and we will reach our destination. Okay, So first what I have told xi and comma yi, the previous or the current points whatever are there, we have got the first only, we get the starting only, okay, because the first points and the end points we have first only. So we have first only the means xi means yi. So with the points we have already there, then means no need to find. So the second points we have to find, that is xi plus 1 comma yi plus 1 we have to find. So what the xi plus 1 formula says in the p is less than 0 section. So we have to take the previous point that as current point, okay. So previous point means what, xi, okay. Xi we are taking as current point and we are adding one, okay. So whatever the result will be there, that will be of xi plus 1, okay. So here to find out the yi plus 1, what we are doing, we have the already yi, okay, yi point or value we have already, first only we have, okay, means the first point and the last point whatever the values will be there. Here see here, this is the first point, okay, this is the last point, the first point and last point whatever the values will be there, we have already we have, okay. So this is the first point values and this is the last point values, we have first only that. In between whatever the points will be there, that we, point values or that point pixels values we have to find out, okay. So yi plus 1 means next point. So to find out that we no need to change anything, means no need to add up, okay. So whatever the previous point value will be there, that we have to that value we have to put in the yi plus 1 value, okay. So after that decision parameter also we have to find out p1 equal to p0 or p0 plus 2 dy. So this is the formula, okay. So if our in our slope is less than 1 case, if our p per decision parameter value is greater than or equal to 0 or 0 means, then we should apply this section, we should ignore this section, we should apply this section. So as I told, the xi and yi we have already points or values, so we should find out the next value. So that is xi plus 1 equal to xi plus 1, okay. So this xi is the previous point, we have taken it here as current point, okay. So after that we are adding 1, so whatever the result will be there, that is our next point, that is xi plus 1 value, okay. So similarly yi also, xi and yi we have already points, okay. So after that, to find out the yi plus 1 next point, so we are taking the previous point, that is yi, and we are adding 1, and whatever the result will be there, that is our yi plus 1 value. So after that decision parameter also we have to find out p1 equal to p0 plus 2 dy minus 2 dx. This is the formula, okay. So suppose, so this is all about the, if we get the slope value less than 1, okay, if we get the slope value is greater than or equal to 1, then we should apply this case, we should ignore this case, we should apply this case, okay. So after that if we get the slope value is greater than or equal to 1, after that we have to apply whether our decision parameter value is less than 0 or greater than or equal to 0. If our decision parameter is less than 0, then we should apply this section, or after that we should apply this section and we should ignore this case, okay. So as I told, the xi and yi we have values, we have first only, so we have to find out the xi plus 1 and yi plus 1, okay. So to find out the xi plus 1 in the p is less than 0 case, we no need to change the previous value, means we no need to add up here and all, okay. So whatever the previous value will be there, that only we will put in the next case, okay. So to find out the yi plus 1, so we will take the previous value, that is yi plus yi, and we will add up 1, okay. So whatever the result will be there, that is our yi plus 1, okay. After that we have to find out the decision parameter also. This is the decision parameter also, formula p1 equal to p0 or p0 plus 2 dx, okay. If our decision parameter is greater than or equal to 0, then we should apply this case, okay. This section we have to apply and we should ignore this case. So xi and y value, whatever the value we have, that are first only we have, then no need to find it again. So now we have to find out the xi plus 1, okay. So we will take the previous value as the current value, that is xi, and we will add up 1, and the value is of xi plus 1, okay. After that we have to find out the yi plus 1 also. So whatever the previous value yi is there, that after that we have to add up 1, and whatever the result will be there, that is of y plus 1. After that, what we have to do, we have to find out the decision parameter also, that this is the formula p naught or p0 plus 2dx minus 2dy. Okay, let's see, and we will apply these all things in the numerical method. Okay, so these are the two coordinate points. This is the first point and this is the point, last point. The first coordinate point values are 1 comma 1 and 5, last point or end point or second point, whatever you can say, this point values is are 5 comma 3. This is 1 is of x and this is of y. Okay, and 5 is of x and 3 is of y, means in the graph. So this one point will be there, one point will be there, in that 2 points will be joined by the line. Okay, the first point value is x, in x axis value is 1 and the y axis value is 1, and here in the end point x axis is 5 and y axis is of 3. Okay, so in between the some pixels are there, the first point and the last one point, in between the pixels are there. Okay, the line pixels are there, just now I have shown here. This is the first point and this is the last point, in between the points will be there, so we have to find out these points values. Okay, this I have explained in the previous videos. So we will consider it as the x1 and y1, x2 and y2. Okay, x1 is 1 and y2 is 1, so y1 is 1, x2 is 5 and y2 is 3. Okay, now we have to find out the slope. Okay, what is the slope formula? Y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So y2 is 3 and y1 is 1. 3 minus 1 equal to 2, and x2 minus x1, that is 5 minus 1, that is divided by 5 minus 1, so divided by 4. Okay, so 2 divided by 4 means we get the value as 1 divided by 2. See here, so I have written here bar 3 minus 1 bar 5 minus 1, 2 bar 4, 1 bar 4. You should not like this, you should not write like this in the paper. You should write clearly 3 minus 1 divided by 5 minus 1, 2 divided by 4 equal to 1 divided by 2. You should like clearly like this, you should not write like this. Okay, I hope you understood. So now we get the slope value, that is half. Okay, now we will check the slope value is less than 1 or slope value is greater than or equal to 1. So we get the half is less than 1. Yes, it is less than 1. So half, whatever the half is there, 1 by 2 is less than 1 only na. So this section we have to follow. M means slope less than 1 na, means we should ignore this case, the whole case, we should follow this case only. Okay, now we will find out the decision parameter. Okay, what is the decision parameter? Means p naught formula is there, 2 dy minus 2 dx. Okay, dy dx means just now I told that whatever the value will be there, y2 minus y1 value will be there, that is dy, and x2 minus x1 value will be there, that is of dx. Okay, what is the formula? 2 dy minus dx. Okay, 2 as it is I have written here. After that dy is there. What is dy here? 2 is there. Okay, just now I told that 3 minus 1 whatever value will be there, that is 2 dy, and whatever 5 minus 1 value will be there, that is x2 minus x1 whatever value will be there, that is of dx. Okay, so 2 dy minus dx, 2 into dy. So 2 I have written here into dy. What is dy? 2 I have written here, minus dx value, that is 4. 2 into 2 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. Okay, so now we got the decision parameter is 0, means whatever in that slope. Now we are following only this section only now, because we have the half, slope as half, means half is less than 1, so we are following only this section, we have ignored totally this section. Though now we got the decision parameter as 0, means equal to 0. Now we have the decision parameter value is 0, means p is equal to 0. Okay, so in this section we have to use p is less than p is greater than or equal to 0. Here the equal to 0 is not there, means p's value is 0, means p is greater than value, so p is greater than equal to 0 means we have to follow this section, and we should ignore this section. Okay, this section we have to follow now. So before I start, so you should make 4 columns, 5 columns. One is p, second one is xi, third one is yi, and fourth one is xi plus 1, and fifth one is yi plus 1. Okay, so what is the p value now? Current value now 0, that 0 you have to put. Okay, that is decision parameter value. The first points values are 1 comma 1. Okay, You can see here 1 comma 1. What the first point or values or the first pixel values is 1 comma 1 means xi yi or x1 or x y1, the values whatever is there that you have to put. Okay, now you have to find out the next points. Okay, so just now I told that we got the slope is less than 1 means this section we have to follow, with this section we have to ignore. So we got the p value is equal to 0 means this section we have to follow, and currently we should ignore this section. Okay, so we have the values xi and yi values we have first only, that is 1 comma 1. This xi or yi or x or y we can say both also. Okay, but while writing here, while making calls, you better write xi and yi. Okay, so we have written here 1 comma 1. Okay, so now we have to find xi plus 1 and yi plus 1 values we have to find out. So what is the formula for xi plus 1 value? So xi plus 1 equal to xi plus 1. So whatever the xi value is there, that we have to add up 1, and whatever the result will be there, that is of xi plus 1. So here what is the xi value? 1. So 1 I have put it. After that we have to add up 1, and what is the result? 2. That 2 is of xi plus 1. Okay, that I have put it here. That is of xi plus 1 value. Okay, now we have to find out the yi plus 1 value. So what is the yi plus 1 formula? yi plus 1 equal to previous whatever the yi value is there, or we should take that value and we should add up 1. Whatever the result value is there, that is of yi plus 1 value. Okay, so what is the previous value here? yi value, that is 1, and we should have taken here and we should add up 1. What is the result? 2. That 2 is of yi plus 1 value. That 2 I have put it here. Okay, after that what we have to do? We have to find out the decision parameter. Okay, what is the decision parameter formula? P1 equal to P0 plus 2 dy minus 2 dx. Okay, what is the p0 means whatever the previous value? 0. So 0 I have put it as it is. So plus 2 dy, 2 I have put it into d. What is the dy value? 2 into 2. Okay, after that minus is there, minus I have put it. After that 2 dx, so 2 I have put it. What is the dx value? 4, means 2 into 4. So how should you calculate this? Means that also I will tell. Don't calculate simply, means sometimes answer will be wrong. So first you have to calculate 2 dy. After that we have to calculate 2 dx. After that you have to calculate whatever the answer will be there, that you have to calculate in total. Okay, so first what is there? 0 is there, means p not 0 is there, means 0 means no value, you should leave that. First you have to calculate 2 dy. So what is 2 dy? 2 as it is, dy is 4, 2 means 2 to the 4, 4 you have to write here, minus. So after that 2 dx is there, 2 I have written as here, means dx is 4, 2 to 4 is 8. Okay, 4 minus 8 is answer is 4. Okay, that 4, what is that? 4 is the p1 value, means next value. Okay, that is less than 0. Okay, we have to consider it, we should compare with the 0, that is less than 0. Okay, p value minus 4 is less than 0 na, means p's value is not if p value is greater than or equal to 0 means we should take this section. Now p value is less than 0, that is minus 4. Okay, then now we have to consider this part and we should ignore this part, and this minus 4 we have to write here. Okay, in the p case. Now what we will do? Now whatever the previous values will be there, that is 2 and 2, now we will take the as the current points. The previous points or the previous value will be taken by the current points or the current values. Okay, the 2 xi plus 1 value will be taken here in the xi position, and the 2 yi plus 1 or whatever the value will be there, that I have taken here in the yi position. Okay, so now we have to find out the xi plus 1 and yi plus 1 value. So now we have to apply this method. Okay, because we got the p value is less than 0, means whatever minus 4 is less than 0 na, means now we have to apply this method. So now we have the xi first only value. Okay, so because we have taken the previous value as the current values, so this is the xi value and this is the yi value. Okay, we got the xi and yi value first only. Now we have to find out the xi plus 1 value. So what is the formula for xi plus 1 value? That is the xi value, that is previous value, and we have to add up 1. Whatever the result will be there, that is of xi plus 1 value. Okay, so what is the xi value? 2 So 2 I have written here, so we should add up 1. So what is the result? 3. That 3 is of xi plus 1 value. That 3 I have put it in the xi position value. Okay. So now we have to find out the yi plus 1 value. So no change in yi. Okay, we should not change in yi, means we should not change in yi plus 1. So whatever the previous value will be there, that is of yi, so we should put in the yi plus 1 value. So what is the value of yi? 2 here is there, that I have put it here 2 in yi plus 1. So that only I have written here, yi plus 1 2. Okay. So after that we have to find out the decision parameter for value. So what is the formula for that? P0 plus 2 dy. Okay, means previous value of p means it is previous value of decision parameter, after that 2 dy. So minus 4 plus 2, what is the dy plus means 2 dy means 2 into dy. Okay, 2 into dy. Okay, minus 4 plus 2 into dy. Okay, so I will explain this one more time. P naught, what is P naught here? P naught is the minus 4, means previous decision parameter value, that I have written here, plus 2 dy. 2 as it is I have written here, 2 into, what is the dy value? 2. Okay, 2. So first I have to calculate these two, because here again I have to explain. So first here, what is here? 2 dy, means first you have to calculate this, after that we have to add up. So 2 2s are 4. 4 is the answer. Minus 4 plus 4 is 0. Okay, now what p is equal to 0 na. So now we have to take this section, because p is less than 0 means only on that time we should use this. Now p is equal to 0 or greater than means we have to take this. Now our answer is p is equal to 0, means we have to take this section, that is p is greater than or equal to 0. Now we should apply this section. So this 0, whatever this decision parameter value is there, now I have to put here. So whatever the previous values are there, that will become our the current values. So the xi plus 1 value, that is 3, that I will put in the xi position value. The yi plus 1 value, that is 2, that I will put in the yi position. Okay, that is 2. Now I have to find out the xi plus 1 and yi plus 1. Okay, so what is the formula? Now I have to use this section of p is greater than or equal to 0. This section I have to use. Now we have the x and y values. Okay, this x and y values, because we have taken the previous values as the current values. So so we have x and y values first only. Now we have to find out the xi plus 1. So what is the formula for xi plus 1? Xi plus 1 equal to xi plus 1. So whatever the previous value is there, that we have to add up 1, and after that whatever the result will be there, that is of xi plus 1. Okay, so what is the previous value? That is 3 plus 1, we have to add 1. So whatever is the answer, 4 is the what? Xi plus 1 value. So that 4 is in the xi position, I have written here 4. Okay, after that we have to find out the y plus 1 value. So we have the y value first only, so we should take the previous value. After that we have to add 1. So whatever the result will be there, that is our y plus 1 value. So what is the previous value? That is 2 is here, 2 is the previous value. So 2 plus 1, that is 3. So I have written here directly. So 2 plus 1, 3. So y plus 1. So what is the previous value? Y in the position 2 plus 1, 3. That is of y plus 1. So 3 I have written in the y position, y plus 1 position. Okay. So till here it is over. Now we have to find out the decision parameter value. So what is the formula? P1 equal to P0 plus 2 dy minus 2 dx. Okay, P1 equal to, so here P1 equal to P0. Okay, P0 means what is the previous value here? 0 I have put it. After that 2 dy, 2 I have written into 2 dy means 2 into dy. Okay, 2 into, what is the dy value? 2. So 2 I have put it. After that minus 2 into dx, 2 into dx. What is the dx value? 4. So 4. So how you have to calculate? So you should not calculate that p into 2, p naught into 2, after that dy into 2. You should not calculate like this. So first you should calculate the p naught, whatever the value is there, you should keep it. After that 2 into dy you have to calculate. After that 2 into dx you should calculate. Whatever result will be there, after that you have to put in between plus and in between minus. After that whatever the result will be there, that is of your p1. So first what is p0? P0 is 0, so keep it like that only, means 0 means no value. Okay, first we have to calculate 2 dy. No, don't calculate that dy into 2. Okay, so first you should calculate 2 dy. So what is the 2 dy answer? So 2 into 2. Okay, 2 into dy means 2 in 2 dy. Okay, 2 into 2 means 4. Keep it as it is, minus 2 dx means 2 into dx. 2 into what is dx here? 4 means 2 into 4 means 8. Okay, 2 to the 4 minus 8. 4 minus 8 means minus 4. You get the answer. So minus 4 is equal to 0 or greater than 0 or greater than or equal to 0. So minus 4 is less than 0 means we should apply this method. Okay, p is less than minus 4 is less than 0 na, means we have to apply this method. So minus 4 we have to keep it on the decision parameter place. So whatever the previous points will be there, that will become our again current points. So the previous points xi plus 1 value will become our xi current points, and the previous xi plus 1 point will be the our current yi points or value. Okay, now we have to find out the xi plus 1 and yi plus 1. So what is the formula here? So now we have to use this section. We have to ignore this section because p is our p value, that is minus 4 is less than 0. So here this method we have to use. Okay, so we have the xi and yi first values only, because whatever the previous value we have taken here xi as the current values. So what the xi value is 4 and yi value is 3. Now we have to find out the xi plus 1 and yi plus 1. Okay, so xi plus 1 value is xi plus 1. Okay, so whatever the previous value is, that after that we should add up 1, that will be the our xi plus 1. Okay, what is the our previous value? 4. So I have written here 4 and we should add up 1. What is the result? 5. That 5 is our xi plus 1 value. That 5 is our xi plus 1 value. Okay, so now we have to find out the yi plus 1. So no change. So whatever the previous yi value is there, that we will put in the yi plus 1 value. So whatever the previous value will be there, that we have put it in the y plus 1 only. The previous value is 3, that we have put it here in the y plus 1 value. So now we have to stop. Why we have to stop is here. From where we have started, from 1 comma 1 we have started. So whatever the xi and yi value will be there, whatever the x and y value will be there, that from here we have started. And what result we have get it? We have got 5 comma 3. So 5 comma 3. Okay, from this is the first point and this is the last point values. This is the first point coordinates, this is the last point coordinates. Using this method we have got the answer 5 comma 3. 5 comma 3. I hope you have got this. So like this we will find out the we will draw the line using this method or using these formulas in the Bresenham line drawing algorithm. In this video only this much. If you have any kind of doubts, please comment below, because the comment section is open for you all only. If you have not liked this video, please like the video and please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon also. If you have not joined our Telegram channel, please join that also, because the regular updates will be given. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.